The top 5 things I use with my EXO MTN Gear K4 backpack. And I thought I'd make a video on this so people understand that this stuff is out there. The number one thing I have is Permethrin. Okay, I buy this from a certain place. So I have a link at the bottom. This is 36.4%, I think. It's heavy duty. I use an ounce of this in 1 gallon of water. I use it on my trees. I use it on my yard. I use it on my clothes. I use it everywhere. It kills ticks. That's it. Gets rid of the ticks. And basically, the backpack I bought is brand new. So I'm probably going to use an ounce and a half in a gallon jug and then shake it up. And then I'm going to spray the living hell out of my backpack and leave it outside and let it absorb and dry in. And usually it's good for about 3 months. So before I head out on a backpacking trip, I usually soak my clothes in a 5-gallon bucket, hang them on the line. I spray my pack. I spray just about anything and everything with Permethrin. Keeps me tick free. Last thing you want to do is get a tick. That's it. Ticks will take you out, man. I've seen people go down for over 3 years and still are messed up because of a tick. The other thing I've done is these particular clips, as you can see, they lift here, okay? These are like locking clips, all right? And they're sold separately. You can buy them in the accessories section of the pack company. You need 6 of them. And basically you swap out your clips on the pack for these. And what these do is when you pull tight, they lock. Now they're a pain in the butt to remove because you got to kind of lift up and pull them out. But when these lock down, they're locked down for good. You're not constantly taking your pack up, tightening it up, taking it off, tightening it up. These are nice. Very, very nice. I would suggest you buy these and in their accessory section. So that's a must. The other thing I suggest you buy is these. These are also bought on the company's website, and it allows you to extend your straps. So if you got something like antlers or you need more room to strap it down, you are going to turn around and buy something like this, and it will extend any strap on your backpack. You only need 1 set, and that's up to you what you want to do with them, but I think it's always nice to have this in my pack. There's almost no weight to it, and it's just nice having that. The other thing I buy, and these are by Sea to Summit, and I can't find them anywhere else. I'm going to have to paint the clips. These I use for when I want to put a thermarest on the bottom of the pack. Now, thermarest does fit on the bottom of that pack, but it's super tight. And to be messing with that out in the bush, trying to slide it in, slide it out, would just be a complete pain in the butt. With this Sea to Summit strap, it connects and then it tightens quite easily, okay? And if you look, it's kind of got a hook there. See that? So this will go around the pad into the pack, and then it hooks here, and then I yank down on here to tighten the pack under the pack, so now I can put it anywhere I want. They make all different lengths, and it also allows you to extend or attach different things to your pack and into different positions. This is the only company I know that makes these type of straps. So they are worth it. I've even used these on my Kefaru packs. The last thing I have, okay, is these. These are a form of keeper, okay, is what they are. Now, you can buy keepers from the company, which are thin Velcro strips that slide into their loops, and they work okay. I wouldn't say they work great. The problem with Velcro is over time Velcro wears. It also, if I get dog hair in Velcro, it kind of makes it not very sticky anymore. These are way better. And basically, these slide into the strap. The strap rolls up inside, and then this pulls up and holds the strap in place, is what it does. So, and I do have a couple of these on my pack already. So that's kind of important. I'll have a link to these. They're amazing. And it even comes with a case, is what it comes with. I think there's 10 of them in here, is what there is. I don't think I need any more than that. But these are the top 5 things that I have for my K4 pack, no matter what. Now, let me put some of this on my pack, and let me show you how it looks. You see here with the pack, the Thermarest can go directly on the back. And these straps are literally almost at the end. Okay. I don't like that. I mean, it's okay, but I don't like it. I find it, I have to undo my pack and then to get at the Thermarest. A lot of times I'll stop and use the Thermarest to sit on, maybe cook lunch, and I don't want to disconnect it like that from the pack. But here's how I like it. Now these are the City Summit straps, okay, that I was talking about. I can slide this in here in the bottom strap or some other place if I want. But basically I can put my pad up here, okay? I can come around my pad and then there's a hole in here, a loop. All right, so that is going to go on here. And now I just tighten down. Is what I do. And then I can have that right there basically on the bottom of my pack. Let me put the other one on. Okay, as you see here, the straps are connected back here. Okay, so if I undo this buckle here and open up the center part, right, it doesn't affect it whatsoever. And you'll see where it hooks up here. And then obviously this tightens it down. So now I got my Thermarest on the bottom by doing that with 2 separate straps, and it's really easy to take off and really easy to put on. This is how I prefer to run my Thermarest, is how I do it. See, this is the secret with the Velcro. Now it goes inside this loop here. Now what happens is you'll take this and basically you'll roll it. And this keeps you from having messy straps. Now when you get it where you want it, and you'll never get it perfectly tight, you put the Velcro down and then you click the Velcro. That makes it pretty easy, is what that does. And then you don't have straps all over the place. That's okay. This particular keeper, the plastic ones, it slides in there where the strap is. You see that there? And what this does is it rolls up the same way, but then the elastic, okay, pulls up and over and connects at the top there, is what it is. Now the bottom straps didn't have a loop that you would slide the Velcro in. So these came in handy to have on the bottom. So as you can see, those are the top 5 things I would get if I were you. Now, I like to have my pad on the bottom of my pack. Some people don't. If you don't, you really don't need those straps. But I would definitely pick up some of these keepers. I think these are way better than Velcro. But I use both. I use the Velcro and I use these. And I even throw a couple of these extra in my medic bag. So that way, if they get lost or something happens with that, then I have it. Even these extra straps, I keep. So having some extra clips, straps, all this stuff comes in handy when you're going backpacking. You lose something and it's the only one you have, you're really going to regret it. All right, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let me know what is some of the stuff that you need.